All right, man. You know what? I think a lot of people don't know what they want to do. I remember there was a period in my life where I didn't know what I wanted to do. And thankfully, I have common sense, so I was able to come up with an answer pretty quickly. And the only answer you need when you're in that stage of I don't know what to do is to just get better. Or in better words, get stronger, especially if you're a man. Like, there's not much more else for you to do. If you don't know what you need to do, or you don't know what you want to do, or you don't know what your purpose is yet, then spend your time getting stronger. Spend your time developing the traits you need as a man in this life to build whatever it is you eventually decide you're going to build. Regardless of what that thing is, you know that you're going to need to be strong in order to persevere and push through whatever that is. You know that you're going to need to be physically strong in order to tackle the physical challenges that life might throw at you, bro. You never know when you're going to have to defend your family. You never know when you're going to need to fight. As a man, fighting is natural and it is something that you should expect in life. Obviously, it's something we should avoid, but it's life, bro. You never know when these things are going to happen. You never know when you're going to have to defend yourself. You never know when you're going to have to survive, bro. You're never going to know when you're going to have to fight, bro, or run. Like, you never know. And the reason why you need to develop your body is because it's not only going to build, obviously, the physical, but in that process of building your body, you're going to understand who you are, and it will probably lead to you finding out what it is that you actually want to do. For the simple fact that you don't know what you want to do, it means that you don't know yourself. You don't know who you are, what you're capable of, and how hard you can actually push yourself. You don't know where your limits lie because you've never trained and pushed yourself to find them. So building strength is essential, bro. And if you're a man and you're not doing that yet, get started, bro. You don't need a gym membership. You don't need any equipment. You don't need anything, bro. Get on the ground, 100 push-ups every single day, bro. That's what you need to be doing as a man. No matter what age, bro. If you're 13 and upwards, bro, start doing 100 push-ups a day, bro. Simple. That's it. Start with that. Give yourself one challenge, bro. One physical challenge and tackle it and complete it every single day. Build from there. As you do this, as you give yourself this challenge and you face it and you conquer it every single day, you'll begin to understand who you are, or you'll start to get a bit of a understanding of what you're capable of. And during this process, you'll understand what it is you might have been put on this earth to do. So developing your body should be priority number one if you don't know what it is that you need to do. After that, I'd say develop your mind, bro. Develop your mind through reading and learning. First off, start learning about the things that interest you, bro. A lot of the times, the innate interests we're born with are very strongly tied to what we're put on this planet to do, bro. If you've got a natural affinity for nature or biology, start looking into nature and biology, bro. If you've got an affinity for sports, start looking into the sports, bro. Start looking into the history of the sport. Start looking at why these things were put into place. But if you're interested in history, start looking into history, bro. Whatever it is, develop that interest, bro. Develop what you are naturally interested in. And again, the reason why we're doing this is to find out more about who you are as a person, bro. The more you understand yourself, the more you understand the way you react to certain things and certain pieces of information, the more you'll know about yourself and the more you'll be able to make decisions that suit you. The reason why you don't know what you want to do is because you don't know who you are, and I'm going to keep repeating that so that you understand the purpose of life is figuring out who you are as a person. You don't know who you are yet. You don't know what you want. You don't know how you feel. The more things you experience, the more you begin to understand yourself relative to the world around you. Again, build your mind, bro. Start reading books. Again, we're trying to find out as much things as possible and get as much experience as possible. And the reason why I'm saying to read books is because books are literally the entire lives of other people. Through reading books, you can literally get the entirety of a man's life, like something another man's learned through his life in a different time period. And a lot of the times you'll see that these people face the same challenges regardless of the time period. One of the things I've been reading recently is this. Marcus Aurelius Meditations. Now, Marcus Aurelius was one of the Roman emperors. From just starting the book, it's literally just him journaling. It's not even a proper book. Like, he didn't write the book for it to be published. It's just his personal journal. And it's talking about, like, how he fought of problems, overcame problems, his own mindset, the things he learned from the people around him, and how he used those experiences to better himself. And that's literally, like, I can read that book now and get the experiences and information and thoughts of a Roman emperor, something that no normal person would be able to get access to, and apply it to my own life. So through reading a book, however boring it might seem to you right now, I'm getting the experiences of things I've not experienced through reading a book. Now I understand things and can apply them to my own life without having to go through whatever pain and strife he went through, and now use that information to better my own life. It's a win-win situation, bro. You literally gain information and can apply it to your life instantly without having to go through whatever negative experience he went through and had to learn from. Reading is essential, bro. And again, you want to be developing your physical through physical training, hard training, running, workouts, calisthenics, weights, fighting, whatever it may be, even a sport, whatever it may be for you, develop your physical. Then develop your mind through reading information, bro, reading books, whether it's a storybook, whether it's a book like meditations, whether it's a self-help book or a personal business book or whatever. Read something. That way you're always taking in constant information, and information you can apply to yourself. Again, through these things you're experiencing now, both the physical and the mind, you're going to be able to apply these things to yourself and start to grow in different ways, because you've got more experiences and more things to pick from. You know yourself more. You can define yourself more through the things that you are, the things that you like when you're taking in these bits of information, and the things that you dislike. You can make your outline more. I need a bit of a visible representation to show you that better, because the way I'm picturing it's pretty good. So developing your mind and body is one thing. Then I'd say develop your spirit, and this one's a bit weird. The way I'd say develop that is by finding out how you respond to the world through, I'd say, journaling. So just writing out how you feel, how you think, your thoughts, and what you believe your purpose to be, how that's developed over years, how that's developed over time. And then also meditation. So I'd say like meditation in and of itself is just like sitting and cutting off all external things. You don't have to do anything crazy. I'm not telling you to silence your mind entirely, but I'm just saying sit down, eyes closed, and the only thing you can experience in those moments is yourself. Try and do it in a silent room. I'd say do it without music, and just try and become calm and content with just your own energy, your own presence. You don't need music. You don't need a voice telling you, oh, breathe in. You don't need all that. Like, just let yourself chill. Let yourself be by yourself and focus on what you are, what you intend to be, who you were, and how you plan on becoming more. Like, just allow yourself to be by yourself for a moment, bro. Because in this day and age, there's so much extra noise, so much bullshit, bro. So much swiping, so much content, bro. So many naked girls on your screen, bro. So much, like, just noise, bro. Like, actually let yourself separate from it all and be by yourself and understand who you are without all the external things that make you what you think you are. Actually see who you are when you're by yourself. See who you are when you're alone. See who you are when you're free. And by doing that, you're going to be able to get a better understanding of who you are. And once you got a better understanding of who you are, things outside of that affect you less, bro. You're not going to be bothered by what people think or what people have to say when you know who you are. If you're confident in the person that you believe yourself to be, then when someone calls you out for something that you know is not true, you're not going to be triggered by it because you know it's not true. You know who you are. And a lot of people have just forgotten that, bro. And that's why people are so scared to do something as trivial as walk up to someone and start a conversation, because they're thinking about other things outside of themselves. You have to learn to overcome external factors, and once you can do that, you can be free. You can be yourself entirely. But first you have to do the boring stuff, bro. You gotta read these books, you gotta do this training, you gotta be alone. You have to learn to operate by yourself without anything holding you back. And then once you can do that, bro, you can take over, literally. Like, once you become free within this construct, bro, nothing can stop you. I don't know.